Welcome to my world of screams and true tales of the horror of blood-curdling screams that used to roll the hills of Alabama. As a lad, I could tell you things I saw and heard that would make your hair stand on end. There's a beast that runs the hills of Alabama. On the countryside where I was a lad, I heard many a tale from the hunters of the area. They would come back from their hunting trips and speak of a white thing that they would get glimpses of running across in front of them. Luckily, it would run from them and not at them. They would find the bloody, mutilated hunting dogs. Later, and they would hear screams of a woman in the dark woods at night. They only could glimpse it from a distance. It was large and it was white. But it's a true story. I had a cousin one night that heard it running across, that saw it running across the front of her yard. They lived far from anybody. I'm sure the beast could have came on into the house and killed them all if it wanted to, but it didn't. It must have been somewhat of a nice beast, if there is such a thing. But let us recant the story. It would always be when my uncles were hunting. They would go out at night and hunt the raccoons. A silly sport. You let your dogs run. When you hear them barking and they've got something up the tree, hopefully a raccoon, they would hike for miles and miles through the woods, chop down the tree if they didn't see the raccoon, and try to kill the beast and take him home and eat him. Oh, they were a bloody bunch, they were. I've never eaten a raccoon myself, mind you. But it was on these hunting trips that somebody inevitably would hear the scream of a woman. And at some point during this evening, they would glimpse a huge white beast running through the shadows of the woods beneath the full moon, maybe. It didn't have to be a full moon, but adds to the horror of it all, if you know what I mean. But I've heard many a grown man speak of this thing. And that was back in the 1960s, I think it was. I don't know, I've seen some mighty peculiar things. But the white beast that roams the hills of Alabama is got to be the worst. Sleep good, children. Mwah!